at the end of the game here, especially from Shawset. That's the defensive performance that they need more and more of.
No shots. Farah, no shots.
I mean, Astral's got 5 shots, but Farah and Shawset between them have got 5 saves. So that's the clearest example of how Oxygen play sometimes that you're ever going to see. It really is, it can be just an Astral show in offense. But Shawset had the play of the game there. That save, when he's essentially 1v3, we've got an infield pass, we've got a boomer of a shot from Dignitas, and he was under pressure. Apparently Jack had just tried to sweep his legs off as he came across the box. Shawset managed to avoid all that, and more importantly, he managed to clear the ball to safety. Had he saved that poorly, it would have been a direct goal for anyone in Dignitas. They were all the closest to anything that spilled out into the middle.
Game 4. Let's see if it's going to be match point or it's going to be a tight series. Good touch there from Jorius. He takes it away from Astro. Now apparently Jack looking for the pass to Valiant Panda. That was a lot to ask for, and now the breakaway actually from Farah. Wants the double tap of the backboard. Panda's touched it in great, and it drops to Farah. A goal that you'd have to replay hundreds of times to see the same result, but it's one that Oxygen will love.
That is truly unbelievable. Violent Panda has clipped the ball about as badly as you can. I mean, it's almost as bad as just own goaling directly. To the left would have been fine, to the right would have been fine. Hitting it straight into the bar and, you know, getting a pop up in the air, also fine. What's not fine is dropping it straight down into the pre-jumping Farah. He's just continuing to fly there with absolutely no boost after his initial touch. I mean, he went for the win there, Farah. He went for the only way that he could have scored, and he's got it, so well played to him. But Violent Panda, how on earth has that gone so wrong for him?
It's going to go straight across the Oxygen net as well. Your Oxygen, though, you've got to be looking at the way you've scored your last 2 goals to start off these games and not really care how they ended up coming across to you. Yes, there's been some missteps, to put it lightly here, for Dignitas. Pass over to Jorius. Going to try and see if they can get this back, at least on the offensive side. One touch there from Shawset. Removes Panda from the play. Goes high on the challenge. That's what you want from Shawset. So capable of not only saving the shot for you, but driving the ball to the other side of the field. Now Farah bumping away at Jack. Not going to quite get the result he was after for it, but this is more of what we expect to see from Oxygen. Dignitas now find themselves in a real series. But clear, no one going to be able to follow up, so it does leave it to Jorius. Can't quite dance around Astral. Panda going to take it by himself. I mentioned in the last game that, you know, he might not want to find himself in these draw positions, but he seems very willing to take to them, even when he has a chance just to, you know, lash the ball towards the backboard. He is choosing to try and go for dribbles more often than not. Yeah,
when he's got a chance to control the ball, Violent Panda will always look to do that, keep the possession under control. Now Astral triple touch into the middle, it's just wide open, but nobody's there. It's into the corner now off Jack's touch. But Dignitas are still struggling to get rid of this ball. They can't clear it anywhere near as easily as they did in the first couple of games this series. And even if they do, it's not like there's a third man creeping up out of position from Oxygen, waiting to be punished like that second game in the series. Bit of a struggle here for Dignitas, bit of a puzzle, but, you know, definitely not a disastrous position to be in. This one wasn't so much of a you know, it was a mistake, but it's also extremely unfortunate. The other 2 goals they conceded in the last game were just absolutely ridiculous. You know, total mistakes from them. Now it's, you know, a bit of both.
Yeah, right now they're just trying to figure out how to get past them offensively. It's going to drop down. And if Farah believed in it a bit more, maybe if he got the crystal ball out to see where that one was going to drop down to, that could have been 2-0. Oxygen not leaving anything alone anymore. If the hit is available to them, they are taking it. Keep playing the ball left to right. Astral especially. He doesn't care if like that ball's going to go forward. It's just, I want to make sure I get a hit here. This ball stops midfield, and it's not going to get any further into my side.
Yeah, Astral proving to be quite hard to read for Dignitas now, even though they've got some, you know, extremely great defense in recent times. What they maybe didn't predict here is just how aggressive Astral's going to be in this matchup and how often he's going to cut rotation and make more plays on the ball. I mean, he really can just go for just about anything here, because Farah and Shawset are backing off at any time that they can, just allowing Astral all the possession that he wants in the final third.
Still doing a good job this time around at Oxygen, holding on to their boost. Getting caught a few times in the first 2 games. Just a little bit lacking. Here is Astral. Second touch.
Wow.
What a setup. This is the Astral we've been hyping up all season.
Astral just ruins Dignitas on that one. That is unreal. He took off this corner while in reverse. Air rolls around and completely surprises the last man back. And that is just something that you always have to be aware of when you're playing against a player like Astral. He's always got one more touch on the ball than you're expecting. Now, Dignitas, for the most part today, have predicted that correctly, but now they're starting to struggle to read Astral more and more.
The phrase Astral is out of the play seems to be an outright lie in this series. Even off a landing like that, he is still capable of turning that car around and being the biggest nuisance for Dignitas. Once again, pass 2, looks for Farah. It's well read by Dignitas. They're going to keep that one out there inside the field, but only with 30 seconds left. And they have been completely dry of goals for such a long time. Astral looks to try and add a goal to his own tally. Couldn't quite get it. But he looks like he is playing with his food at the moment. Astral is devastatingly scary coming out of game 4. Another monster save. Infield pass. Chaussette can't get to it, but the ball won't be turned in. That is time up. This shot won't mean anything, even if it had gone in. Dignitas 2, Oxygen 2.
Well, another late surge from Dignitas, and